Meanwhile, we're also getting more details on the Tupac Shakur murder investigation. ABC News is learning more about the target of this week's police search and what they took.
Is that he says that he knows who shot Tupac. And what he said in that documentary was that it came from the backseat.
Didn't think there'd ever be any more steps taken in this case. It's 27 years old.
Even after 27 years have passed since the mysterious tragedy claimed the lives of Tupac's victims, the ultimate question remains: who fired the shot and pointed a pistol at the rapper? Fortunately, we live in the age of Santa Claus, and the evidence seems to point to the man that many have long suspected. According to a report by the Music Mobile, Tupac's case has been reopened. According to leaked information, police have enough evidence to finally solve the mystery of Tupac's and name the rapper who was shot 27 years ago.
That we can close this case because this has been such a folklore for so long and a debate for.
The police have every reason to believe that the shooter was not acting alone, and Diddy's name has come up directly in the recently reopened investigation. Will the Music Mobile finally be punished? Let's get into the details. September 7th, 1996 was a very sad day for many rapper fans. It was the night that Tupac was shot and killed in Las Vegas. He died 6 days later from the effects of his 4 bullet wounds. Despite numerous rumors and accusations, no one has ever been arrested or convicted in the case. Police said that the lack of cooperation from witnesses was the reason for the case not being solved. While many people pointed the finger at the infamous Music Mobile of Tupac's, the Saint, Diddy, and the Bay Boy Records owner only denied any involvement in the crime.
There has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
Police in Las Vegas have issued a search warrant in connection with the 1996 murder of rapper Dwayne Davis. The search warrant was issued on Tuesday, July 18, 2023 in Henderson, Nevada's second largest city, located 16 miles southeast from Las Vegas. The investigation has taken an unexpected turn with the discovery of several bullets at the home of Dwayne Davis, better known by his stage name, KVD. The bullets are set to be tested by a forensic expert to determine if they are connected to the rapper's death. While the discovery of the bullets appears to be a strong indication of KVD's involvement in the crime, the police now have more than enough information to believe that there is another individual who should be charged in this tragic case, and that individual is none other than Diddy.
I can tell you exactly why it happened. It's happened because of Keith E.D. running his...
Davis, or KVD, is one of the 4 people believed to have been in the Tupac suspect vehicle on the night of the shooting. The first suspect in the case was KVD's nephew, Orlando Anderson. It's no shock that Orlando himself was killed in a gang-related homicide in Los Angeles after 2 Pacs died. KVD was under investigation by both LA cops and Las Vegas cops. Initially, KVD denied involvement in the crime, but he later gave police information under a restricted non-prosecution agreement. There's a lot more going on here than KVD was willing to reveal, and there's good reason to believe Diddy was part of the assassination plot, as many have suspected from the beginning. The investigation will likely take weeks to months to complete, but the limited information that leaked about the reopening of the case has put Diddy into Tupac mode, and it's likely that the music mogul will be implicated in this crime. While it's possible that the music mogul didn't actually pull the trigger, police now have all the evidence they need to arrest Diddy as a co-conspirator, and then refuse to cooperate with the investigation by concealing all evidence and even eliminating Orlando Anderson. Former office worker Greg Kating previously tied Diddy to exposing the notorious producer during an interview.
How many times are you going to go on TV and say that before somebody's going to have to take some sort of action?
Kating goes on to say that he believes that the events that killed Tupac and the late rap legend Biggie Smalls were connected. Kating says that while he was investigating Biggie's death, he discovered new information that connected the 2 cases. Kating adds that based on his 3 years of work on the case, he came to the following conclusion. According to Kating, Sean Combs placed a $1 million hit on Tupac, as well as Suge Knight, and he hired a man named Orlando Anderson to do the hit. Diddy felt like he was above the law, Kating says. He hired people to shoot us, and he never stepped foot inside the car.
Orlando Anderson is absolutely, positively the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Even after 27 years, many fans are still hoping that Diddy will be found guilty of this crime. No one seems to believe that he is innocent, considering the numerous allegations that the rapper is involved in other criminal activities against celebrities. He looks so bad. Next case should be Ture's others, said one user. If you don't like the music and you're only in it for the money, that's what happens. Real musicians don't get rid of people, said another user. This is what happens when you don't love the music. Now that the police have conducted a thorough search of the house, they have found numerous items that may be connected to Diddy's day participation in the case. The search warrant states that the following items were seized: computers, storage devices, notes, photographs, documentation. The Daily Mirror reports that Las Vegas police have also found several bullets and are planning to carry out forensic tests to see if they match the bullets found in Pac's body or at the crime scene. Microfibers or residues from either the gun or the bullet may be a match, an officer said. We don't know anything about the history, age or significance of the bullets. It will take time to figure out how the bullets fit into this case. Kiffy D has made it clear that he doesn't want to go to jail for a crime he didn't commit, and it's likely that he'll stop covering up for Puffy sooner rather than later, especially considering how much evidence the police found at his home. According to TMZ, Kiffy D says he owed the music mogul a lot of money for covering up the crime for almost 30 years.
Self-assured, and they believe in the strength of their gang, and they're violent and willing to take actions.
According to him, it is impossible to maintain a low profile when the police are one step away from discovering the truth. The homicide detectives have kept the forensic evidence of the crime scene, including the bullets in the Tupac's clothing, in secure storage for more than 25 years. They have full-scale lab analysis of the shells, bullets and powder of the crime scene. And it looks like this time, D will not be able to get away with a clumsy explanation. When asked about the allegations that he was the one that hired Hitman to kill Tupac, the music mogul said, "We don't talk about nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense. I'm your brother, so I won't even go there. I appreciate you asking as a journalist. Thank you." However, with new information surfacing, it appears that Puffy's long tongue and even his connections with Adele gangs and deep pockets won't be enough to keep him out of Orange Jumpsuit.
Warrant. Police seized multiple items, including computers, storage devices, notes, photos, and other documentation.
Here's another piece of evidence that Diddy wanted to get rid of Tupac. Back in '94, the now-deceased rapper charged Puff with knowing, a week before, that Tupac would be attacked in the '94 shootout at New York's Quad Recording Studios, just 2 years before his fatal shooting. On November 30th, '94, when the rapper arrived at the recording studio, he was accosted by assailants who robbed him, beat him up, and shot him a total of 5 times. All the way until Tupac's supply run in 1996. People are speculating that Diddy leveraged his connections and leveraged to eliminate Tupac, and that's why he hired the rapper's nephew to put the finishing touch on the case. When the investigation is complete and the experts check the bullets they found at the house, Diddy may be found guilty of being Orlando's accomplice and could go to jail for years.
You feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look at.
In the past, Diddy has managed to evade the power of the law, but this time, the evidence and testimony of the man who had been at the forefront of this investigation is overwhelming. Now, Diddy's fans can't wait for him to go to jail, and they want him to get ready to spend the rest of his life in prison.